Hi, I'm Steve, and welcome to Sites Less Seen, where I visit those maybe not so well known places you may not find in the normal tourist guide. Today, I'm at the Beckley Coal Mine Exhibition Museum in Beckley, West Virginia. The Phillips Sprigg Mine is part of the Beckley Exhibition Coal Mine. It commenced operations in 1889 as a drift mine. Now, a drift mine is an underground mine accessed by a nearly horizontal tunnel dug into a hillside or a mountain, and it follows a mineral seam like coal or gold. It offers easier access and drainage than a vertical mine does. Now, this date marks the beginning of its development as a significant bituminous coal mining operation in the region, which contributed greatly to the industrial growth of the area. This mine produced bituminous coal, particularly the high-quality, low-sulfur type from the Central Appalachian region. It's used for both producing steam, to run machinery, and in steel making. It's the most abundant coal in the United States. Now, let's take a minute to learn a little bit about the different types of coal. There are three other types of coal found in the United States other than bituminous. Anthracite is the highest quality of coal. It is hard, brittle, black, and lustrous. It has the highest carbon content and the highest heating value. It's used primarily in heating in homes and for industrial purposes. It's very rare and found only in northeastern Pennsylvania. Now, subbituminous coal has a low to moderate heating value and is used mainly for electricity generation. It's generally black and dull in appearance and is widely found throughout the United States, particularly in Wyoming and Montana. And finally, there is lignite or brown coal, which is the lowest quality of coal with the lowest heating value. It has a high moisture content and is crumbly. It's also used in electricity generation and can be found mainly in North Dakota. Okay, let's get back to Beckley. Commercial viability for the Phillips Sprigg mine began in 1905. This is when the mine became profitable and sustainable as a business operation, marking a key moment in its history and development. The first coal shipment took place in January of 1906. This signifies the mine's transition from development to active production. During the peak production of the Phillips Sprigg mine, a diverse workforce, including immigrant and African American labor, were employed. This was very common in the coal industry at the time. This mine had a daily output of 200 to 300 tons and employed 50 to 100 miners per shift. This level of production reflects the mine's capacity and the demand for coal during its operational years. It also illustrates the scale of coal mining operations and its impact on local economies. During early operations of a mine, miners were paid 20 cents per ton of coal mined. Unbelievably, a strong miner with hand tools could shovel 20 to 30 tons a day, and sometimes up to 50 tons. Now, let's take 30 tons per day, and if a workday is 8 hours, that would mean a miner could load a ton of coal every 16 minutes without stopping for the whole day. Now, if he managed to do this, he'd make about $6 a day. And keep in mind, this is in a place where he could not stand up straight and even sometimes was working on his knees or lying flat. This pay rate reflects the economic conditions and labor practices of the time, highlighting the challenging and often underpaid nature of mining work. When he came home, he was, more than likely, completely black with coal dust. Now, he'd take a bath, hopefully, but probably never getting completely clean, eat supper, go to bed, get up, and do it all over the next day. Now, admittedly, some mines like this one eventually did install showers for the miners to use. Mules were commonly used for hauling the coal within the mines due to their strength and endurance. They were well suited for the narrow and rugged conditions of the mine tunnels, making them an integral part of the mining operations. In the early days of this mine, 80% of the loads were hauled by mules, but remember, they were all loaded by man. Throughout the years, mechanization came to the mine. Many industries, including coal mining, began to adopt new technologies to increase efficiency and productivity. Mechanization involved the use of machines to perform tasks that were previously done manually, which allowed for faster extraction of coal and reduced the reliance on human labor. which in turn improved operations. In 1953, after only about 48 years, the Phillips Spring mine ceased operations. This closure marked the end of an era for the mine, which had been an important part of the local economy and the community. The end of operations was due to a variety of factors, including the depletion of easily accessible coal seams, changes in market demand, and the economic viability of continuing operations. In other words, money. When the mine closed, the town of Beckley bought it, and the museum opened in 1962. The museum consists of an underground tour lasting about 35 minutes, a self-walking tour of various period buildings found at the mining camps, and a museum. It holds the distinction of being the first historic site in the United States dedicated exclusively to coal mining, which played a crucial role in the economic development of America. The exhibits cover the late 19th century to the 20th century, a period of significant growth and change in the coal mining industry. This time frame allows visitors to understand the technological advancements and social impacts of coal mining during a pivotal era in American history. Inside the mine, the temperature is always 58 degrees, so you may want to wear a sweater or a light jacket. The chambers are typically 5 to 7 feet high and 10 to 15 feet wide. These dimensions reflect the practical considerations of mining operations, where space needs to be sufficient for miners and equipment to operate safely and efficiently, provide adequate ventilation, and ensure the structural stability of the mine to prevent collapses. The tunnels of the mine extend 1,500 feet, allowing visitors to explore a significant portion of the mine. This length provides a comprehensive view of the mining environment and the working conditions miners faced. The tour through these tunnels offers an immersive educational experience about coal mining operations. It includes static displays of actual mining equipment, which are discussed by the tour guides. The guides are retired miners who offer a unique perspective, sharing firsthand experiences and stories from their time working in the mines. This personal touch really enhances the educational value of the tour, providing visitors with a deeper understanding of the mining industry and its impact on workers' lives. My guide had been a miner for 35 years, and he had a ton of interesting stories to tell. Visitors to the mine enter using a vintage man-trip rail car. This mode of transportation was historically used to transport miners to and from the worksite within the mine. Using the rail car provides visitors with a sense of authenticity and a glimpse into the daily routines of coal miners. The self-walking tour is really interesting, and you can take as long as you want. You walk through various actual buildings of mines from around the area. Some of the buildings include the mine director's home, which is very, very spacious and extremely elegant, particularly when compared to the miners' homes. You'll also see a miner's family home, which is a lot smaller than the mine director's home, obviously, and with one bedroom, maybe two. A single miner's home, which is about the size of a single car garage, but does have a bed, a table, and a stove. A church and a schoolhouse. Oh, which, by the way, looks a lot like the one I attended for my first 4 grades in school. The museum exhibit hall is on the second floor of the visitor center and gift shop. It describes the mine operations with equipment and personal miners' items, along with photos of miners at work and at home. Don't forget to go there because it provides you a lot of extra information. This museum is significant to West Virginia history and to coal mining in the United States. Coal mining was a major driver of economic growth in the U.S. and in West Virginia itself. This mine helps to illustrate the state's contribution to that period. I found this to be a very, very interesting visit. Our guide had been a miner for 39 years, and he had a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of stories to tell about mining. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a comment, and also go back and see my previous videos. This is Steve. I'll see you next time on Sights Less Seen.